Madam, I beg come for make I pass. Everybody that leave the restaurant.
There is good news for Comfort, this lady that was forcibly removed from the Ibom air jet on Sunday in Lagos. Also, there is bad news. Let's start with the bad news. As you already know, she was charged on Monday yesterday to court. They threw a 5-count charge at her at a magistrate court in Ikeja. As you can see from the charge sheet, number 1, number 2, number 3, they are accusing her of assaulting crew members. Number 4 is a claim that she willfully damaged property belonging to Ibom airline, that the curtain she damaged is worth $2,500. Number 5 is another claim that she damaged a wig belonging to one Juliana Comfort, a female. The naira value is worth 110,000 naira. After the charges were read out to her, the magistrate remanded her to Krikri prison till October. That means 2 months. She will have to wait for 2 months before reappearing at the magistrate court where the matter will continue. Now to the good news. The good news is that looking at the charges, you can see that the magistrate court doesn't have jurisdiction. Yes, when you hear that the court doesn't have jurisdiction, it means that the charges brought to the court are above what the court can decide on, what they can deliberate on. So having in mind that the High Court is on break, they will be resuming in September. These guys hurriedly took her to a magistrate court. The magistrate court obviously doesn't have jurisdiction to hear these cases, but they took her there anyway. And after reading the charges, because of our corrupt system, the magistrate was supposed to tell them immediately. Instead of remanding someone to prison for 2 months, the magistrate should have just declared that he or she doesn't have jurisdiction to hear these cases. You see, in Nigeria, they try to make things very complicated. If you know you can't hear this case, why not tell them immediately they are being read out? It's as simple as ABC. Hey, you erred by bringing this case to this court. You obviously know that this court lacks jurisdiction to hear these types of cases. So why bring it here? As a matter of fact, the magistrate is supposed to even fine them for wasting the court's time by bringing a case they obviously know is above the court. So this is good news. What she should do, or any of her relatives, or even people who genuinely want to fight for her, they can approach a federal high court since the state high courts are not in session, and if the judge finds it in their favor, she can be released from prison. Yes. You see, we operate a very bad system where the authorities have little or no value for human rights of citizens. The fact that someone is accused doesn't automatically remove the rights of that person. We all know this, but they always do what they like. Even people who are not accused are constantly denied their rights, not to talk of an accused person. So you can imagine the fact that this lady assaulted people, which is on video. Of course, we know that something provoked that assault, as you can see from this video she made.
Madam, I beg come for make I pass. Everybody that leave the restaurant. Come for make I pass. You don't see Wala. I want to go out. And here hostess is standing on the way.
Obviously, something caused her to assault the air hostess and the ground staff. But what matters in the court of law is not just your innocence, but your ability to prove that innocence. The fact that she was seen on video assaulting people already damages her. It damages her character. If any judge sees these videos where she is assaulting people without provocation, no one hit her first, she is seen here hitting others, any judge will simply jail her. Yes, this is simply because the evidence is there for everyone to see. So whether she was hit first, whether the air hostess hit her first while she was sitting down, if she has the proof, that's to prove that she was actually retaliating at the hostess, then she might have a level ground to stand on. Let's go back to what actually provoked this. Going by the statement released by Ibom Airlines, they are claiming that the lady was asked by the air hostess to power off her phone, which is a normal procedure. Of course, you can claim that putting your phone on airplane mode already prevents it from accessing network, so that the phone can also be used for other things that it can do, like using it as a camera, filming something, or watching videos stored on the phone. A lot of things you can do with a phone, not just making calls. On the other hand, you can also say, why not simply power off the phone, or just store it away where no one will be seeing it? It's as simple as that. We can all agree that in Nigeria, People bully people. Many people in authority abuse their powers. They always want to show that power, exercise it. That power of control, to control people, to be worshipped. People will answer you, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. Many people in authority enjoy this. That's why they bully people. Not just people in authority, even in private offices, in private spaces, you see people trying to bully others. There is literally no one in Nigeria that has never experienced one form of bullying or the other. So this is clear. But we can always obey simple instruction, especially when we are in the public space. It doesn't remove anything from you by simply storing away your phone just for that moment. Maybe a matter of 2 minutes or 3 minutes or even 5 minutes. If you don't use your phone for even one day, nothing will happen to you. We can simply obey this and run away from problems. Yes, the fact that you don't want problem or you run away from it doesn't necessarily mean it won't come to you. But if you make a good effort by avoiding troubles, life is easy and enjoyable. So whatever might have caused it in the first place, whatever started all this, could have simply been avoided. The airline staff also are at fault by the way they handled everything. The people that came to remove this lady from the jet, they would have simply approached her and told her, please, we want you to come down. Where is she going to run to? The tarmac is a protected space. She can't just escape like that. They would have simply, okay, just follow us and come down. Yes, the lady that blocked her from coming down in the video she made might have felt, okay, I have the authority to stop her from escaping. Since we have called airport security, I must hold her here till they come. But when the security arrived, they should have simply said, okay, lady, we want you to come with us. Not trying to forcibly lift her. Even the lady, when she was being lifted and forcibly removed, she would have simply stopped struggling, stopped resisting. Simple. Okay, since you people want to carry me, let me just relax. Carry me down. Simple things could have made things easier for her. Now she started her journey from Uyo in Akwa Ibom State, flew to Lagos, and from that Lagos airport, she found herself in a courtroom, and from that courtroom, she ended up in Kirikiri prison. Can you imagine? All these were avoidable. Let's end with this story that David Hundeyin covered. Is about a lady who was accused by Air Peace of trying to hijack their airplane. Yes, it sounds very crazy that a lady that wasn't armed at the time could try to hijack an airplane. This is to tell you that you don't just believe anything these companies dish out. You have to hear from both sides before making a decision. These companies or people can go very hard just to control that person, just to prove a point, just to make sure they punish someone they feel is obstinate. Yes, that's the Nigerian problem. And why these types of issues happen is because we don't have a country that works for everyone. Nigerian dailies covered this news at the time, but they only took the side of the airline. No one bothered to hear from the lady. And eventually, she was granted asylum in Canada. A foreign country had to investigate to find out that a Nigerian company lied against a Nigerian just to get at her. Can you imagine? A fellow countryman, they charged her based on lies. They even lied that Interpol was aware of her matter. That's to say that they are looking for her even abroad. All these were lies. Let's look at the video she made to thank David Hundeyin. It can bring you to tears, by the way.
Hi David. We've never met, but you have impacted my life in a way that I can't even explain. Like you've given me something that I don't even know how to give back to you. I don't know how to thank you. You were specifically mentioned in the judgment, that book that you wrote, explaining what happened from an investigator's side. I just want to say thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you.